3, 2. And it's live. Hey guys, Gogs here, and welcome back to Matchday Live with Pass the Mic. Today we are covering the Champions League. It's the first night of the final three European nights of 2020. Tonight we've got a whole host of fixtures to be covering, and that'll be from 8 o'clock onwards. But currently, in the two games that are on at the moment, it's Lazio 2, Club Brugge 2, and Zenit St. Petersburg 1, Borussia Dortmund 2. We're going to go to the guests that are on the panel this evening. Frazqwandro, how's it going?
No bad. Good to be here again.
Good stuff. And Plato, how's it going, mate?
Oh, not bad at all. Just ticking over like the rest of us. Really looking forward to tonight. Should be a good one, hopefully.
Yeah, fantastic. And we should be having Logik coming on as well. We're just going with a 4-man panel tonight, just because that's all we had available in the team. But we're a bit late tonight because of technical issues, but we're back stronger than ever. So, Frazqwandro, would you like to take us through the game you are covering this evening?
So yeah, I'm covering the clash of the Titans, if you will. I wouldn't say it's more the teams. It's probably the two players that are involved. It's Messi versus Ronaldo on the same page. You know, it's going to be one hell of a game, I think. Even though both teams have qualified, I think it's still going to be a very high scoring game. So we'll see what happens. Do you want the lineups now, or?
Well, we'll go to the lineups at about 1:45. James, what game are you covering tonight?
I'm on Leipzig, Manchester United tonight, which is effectively the decider in Group H. So I'm hoping I've got the maths right. If United avoid defeat, then they'll go through. Yeah, if they lose, then they're relying on PSG. PSG losing to Istanbul Basaksehir, which on paper you'd think would be unlikely, but you never know.
Yeah, very unlikely. And I think I'll cover the PSG versus Istanbul Basaksehir game myself. As Plato already stated, it's a very, very big game in the group. Tonight just decides who's going through, and I look forward to it. We've got Logik coming on. He'll be covering Chelsea against Krasnodar. Speak of the devil. Here he is. All right, Logik, how's it going?
Aye, all right.
Logik, meet James. James, meet Logik.
How you doing, James?
Logik, nice to meet you, mate.
Logik, would you like to talk us through the game you're covering this evening?
Chelsea v. Right now, Seville? No, that was last week.
Krasnodar, mate.
Aye, Krasnodar, aye.
There we go.
Right, so let's hear about it. Or not.
Space out on mute. Just came out and put yourself on mute.
I got patched big style there. Anyway, before Logik comes back in, we're going to look at the comments, see how everyone's feeling about tonight. Have a look. Joseph Coyle is here as well. Dan McCausland. Yeah, we'll be getting onto the coupons very soon. Hello, Stilly FC or Nathan Graham.
It's Stilly.
Mate, for as long as it says Stilly or Nathan Graham there, I will be reading that out until he changes.
That's a dispute. They don't like to talk about the dispute.
I don't care about any dispute. As long as it says Stilly FC or Nathan Graham, I'll be saying it.
Sorry about that, lads.
Not a problem, mate. No problem. Hello, Ross Lockhart.
Is that what he means, James?
Yeah. This is James's second appearance on Pass the Mic.
Yeah, snuck in. I think it was started last month, wasn't it? The previous one. But no, thank you very much for having me back. Is the audio all right, by the way?
Yeah, the audio's fine at the moment, yeah.
Perfect, mate, yeah.
Can you hear me all right? Aye, because I've chucked my mic in this time instead of the laptop mic.
Oh, it sounded great, mate.
Thanks.
The audio is so smooth.
Thanks.
Thanks. There's my
Right.
name coming out. Anyway, Logik, Chelsea versus Krasnodar. Tell us about it.
To be fair, I don't actually know much about that Krasnodar team, but I could see Chelsea going out and winning 3-4-0.
Mm-hmm.
I hope so for my Kutum as well.
Aye.
But aye. I'm not the best at pronunciations, as I said earlier.
You've definitely replaced Matthew in that sense. Oh, yes.
For like replacement.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, I think the comments are going kind of mad asking what's happened to Matthew. It was creative differences. Matthew decided he didn't want to be a part of this anymore, so he basically left. There is nothing else to say. Creative differences. Matthew didn't want to be a part of it, so he left.
He says the wages Gogsy were offering them were terrible.
Yeah. I mean, being a tertiary party, it wasn't good enough for Matthew, so being part of the tertiary sector, so, you know.
So off he fucked.
Yes. But to put it mildly, yes.
So that's all you need to know.
All we've got to say now is we wish Matthew with the best of luck in his future exploits on YouTube, and it's sad to see him go. But yes, Matthew is the latest transfer out of Pass the Mic Football Club. Anyway, what's happening in Lazio versus Brugge at the moment, lads? Is anyone watching it?
Me. Lazio have been absolutely poor the second half, considering Brugge have been down to 10 men.
Mm-hmm.
And Brugge actually look as if they could score, and it's 4 minutes added in, they could actually look as if they could pinch one here, but hopefully Lazio can.
Mm-hmm.
Doubt it.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're going to go through the team lineups. Who's got their team lineups for their games?
She gave me like
Well,
a second. Right.
I'll go first. I'll kick off proceedings. For PSG Basaksehir against Basaksehir, PSG seem to be going with a 5 at the back today. 5-3-2 with Navas in goal, Florenzi, Marquinhos, Danilo, Kimpembe, Bakar, midfield 3 of Verratti, Paredes and Rafinha, and Mbappe and Neymar up front, with a 4-3-3 of Istanbul Basaksehir, Gunok in goal, Rafael, Ponk, Topal, Calderim, midfield 3 of Oshkan, Tekdemir and Kavici, and Gulbranson, Chivelli and Turuc up front. Fraz, do you want to go next?
Yep, so the lineups for Barcelona versus Juventus. First with the host Barcelona. In goals is Ter Stegen, back 4 of Dest, Arroyo, Lenglet, Alba. 2 in front of them is Pjanic and De Jong. And the attacking 3 is Trincao, main man Lionel Messi and Pedri. And then leading the line is Griezmann. Juventus line up in a 3-4-1-2. In goals is Buffon, back 3 of Danilo, Bonucci, Delight, Cuadrado, McKennie, Arthur and Sandro. And just ahead of them is Aaron Ramsey. And then the 2 up front is Morata and, of course, their main man, Cristiano Ronaldo.
All you had to say was Messi against Ronaldo, mate.
But I'm not a lazy bastard. I'll give you the full lineup because I'm not a lazy bastard.
The full whack. I appreciate that.
Podcast as well.
Yeah. Daily FC has rectified it. Fantastic.
Wait.
I'll completely forget Nathan Graham existed now. Joseph's going to say 3-1 PSG and 3-2 Barca. James, we'll go to you next for your game. Let's hear it.
So yeah, for Leipzig, it's it looks like the app I'm looking at it on got it down as like 4-3. look, that can be difficult. Nagelsmann got Galati in goal, back four of Mukiel, Canate, Orban, and Angelino. That is partially because Upamecano suspended. In midfield, then there's Savitzer, who's captain, Haidara and Campbell, and then what looks like a front three of Nkunku, Forsberg, and Dani Olmo. Again, with Nagelsmann, sometimes it can be sort of tweaked a bit. United, it looks like it's difficult to tell in truth whether it's a 4 or a 5 at the back. If it's a 4, looks like you've got De Gea in goal, then Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, Maguire, and Shaw. Then McTominay and Matic sitting, and ahead of them, Greenwood, Fernandes, and Alex Tellez, with Marcus Rashford up front. But Alex Tellez might be the guy to keep an eye on in terms of where he plays, whether he's more a wing back or conventional winger. So yeah, quite nicely set up, that one.
Excellent. And Logik, do you want to have a go at the pronunciations tonight?
So the Appam got Chelsea playing as a 3-5-1-1. 3 at the back is Azpilicueta, Rudiger and Christensen. In a midfield, 5 of Gilmore, Kovacic, Jorginho, Havertz and Emerson, with Jordan playing as the kind of attack midfielder and Abraham up top. The other team is playing a 4-3-3. I'm not going to try and pronounce their name again. With Gorodov in goals. Kepa's in goals for Chelsea, obviously. Ramirez, Da Silva, Martinovic, Smolnikov in the back. That's the back 4. Then midfield of Vilhena, Kabir, Olsen, and the 3 up top is Clayson, Berg, and Wanderson.
Interesting stuff. 4-3-3 for Krasnodar. Of course, they're going for it tonight. A draw will basically see them into the Europa League for the post-Christmas European competition. And let's have your predictions in the chat, guys. What's happening tonight in the Champions League? Who's going through? Who's missing out? Let's hear it. I'm going to go with my prediction, a 4-1 win for PSG. Fraz, what's your prediction for Barcelona, Juventus?
Well, Barcelona and Juventus are all very much, I think they both are safe as houses. I think they're just kind of playing for whatever, really. Barcelona have the edge, winning 5 games out of the possible 5, whereas Juve are 4th and 5. So, I don't know, I think this one will be a draw. I think it's going to be 2-2. So.
Interesting. James, what's the score going to be in your game?
I think I'm probably going to go. I think I might go for a draw as well. I'll go 2-2. It's difficult to see it being a 0-0 with the attacking talent on the pitch. And I've heard a few people making the point. Obviously, Leipzig need to go for it. Really, they're the ones that need the win, and that could suit United because the counter-attacking potential they have with Greenwood and Rashford potentially. But obviously, Nagelsmann's sadly in this scenario at the same time. So if there's anyone out there who can sort of get the balance right, then he's probably one of the best at doing it potentially. So yeah, 2-2, which would go United's way.
Fantastic. Logik, you've already said it's going to be about 3 or 4-0 to Chelsea. Yeah,
I think they won 4-0 in the reverse fixture, didn't they? Chelsea?
Yeah, they did.
So
very one-sided game.
Thinking another kind of game like that, but then with Chelsea already qualifying and the way the teams have lined up, it's not really it's a strong team, but it's not their strongest. So I don't know. It maybe be a 1-0 or even a draw. Maybe depends. Because they've nothing to play for really. They've topped that group.
Yes, because Sevilla's already dropped plenty of points. And they play away at Stade Rennes tonight. So
because Chelsea's on 13 and Sevilla's on 10 points, but there's I think it's like a 13 gap goal difference or something. So
Liam Jaffe says it'll be 3-0 PSG, 2 each for Barca, Juve, 5-0 to Chelsea, and Leipzig, Man United will be 2 each. Now we're going to go to Coupon Corner. Have you got anything on Logic?
I did have, but Lazio just let it down.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you what I did have. I had Lazio to win in over 2.5 goals in that match. I had 5+ corners in the first half of Dortmund game, which came in. Then of course I had Chelsea -1, Paris Saint-Germain to score 3 goals, a goal in both halves in the Manchester and Leipzig, 5+ corners in the Sevilla game, both teams to score in over 2.5 in the Barca and Juve game, and Dynamo Kyiv to win. But Lazio drew 2 each, so that's done the pan already.
Fuck.
I'm just
Name
picking
points.
one now. I'm just picking one now
name
because it's a difficult one to call. What I'm going to take is Barcelona, Juve, 2 corners each team each half. Chelsea versus Krasnodar, a goal in each half. PSG -1 I might take, just to be on the safe side. That's 1 to 4. Okay, well, we'll go mental. PSG -2.
Oh.
So 11 to 1.
They're really like hyping this up. You know, it's just a big massive fucking promo of Messi versus Ronaldo.
I know, I bet it's the most boring game of the night.
It's probably 0-0. But instead of predictions, can you just tell me who do you think's better, Messi or Ronaldo? But no, just like a simple Messi or Ronaldo. You know, you give me a reason.
I personally, I would say Ronaldo. It's quite close, but I'd say Ronaldo because he's been tested in more leagues than just Spain. He done it in England, he done it in Spain, and he's doing it in Italy. I mean, I'm not saying Messi couldn't do it. I'm just saying he hasn't. So we'll have to go on in that. So I'd say Ronaldo for that alone.
I don't know. Thing is, Ronaldo does 5 skills to beat 1 player, whereas Messi does 1 skill to beat 5 players.
Clearly.
That's good.
See, when you're thinking about it, Messi doesn't actually do skills. It's just the way he controls the ball, and it just happens.
Exactly.
Whereas Ronaldo does do the skills.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's one of them that there is.
One of them.
Honest answer, is there?
There's no right or wrong answer. Like I've got my opinion, but it kind of might be different for your opinion. So
yeah. Only 4 home nations. I'll flip the question and say, how many times are you going to ask me that?
one for every person that he knows.
Exactly. So, what do you think, James? Who's better, Messi or Ronaldo?
I think I'm probably in the Messi. Messi.
Yeah, thought you would be,
because it's difficult to put a finger on even. But I think just the way he seems to understand the game. He can manipulate sort of players and sort of the game itself, and he's a bit of a playmaker, winger, number 10, and sort of centre forward all in one really. Like he's kind of changed, evolved over the years as Ronaldo has. But yeah, they both feel like almost different skill sets, sort of the two of them in certain ways in terms of what their strengths are and whether it be physical or technical attributes. But yeah, I think Messi just edges it because of the technical elements and the way he tends to do something each game which just takes your breath away, really.
Yeah, he really does. He is a breathtaking player, but at the same time, I respect Ronaldo for where he's come from as well. Like both players' backgrounds, it's completely sensational to see where they are at this current moment in time. Liam Jaffe says Ronaldo because he's won titles in 3 of the top 5 leagues and scored more goals than Messi.
He's old. Like I'm not using this as an excuse, but Ronaldo is older than Messi, so
by 2 years, I think.
So got to take that into account as well.
And he's not scored hundreds more. It's close, isn't it?
It's always like they're always like quite neck and neck. with each other. Well, going through like season by season, it was like one season like Messi scored like 50 and Ronaldo only scored like 48. But it's just mad.
And you can't bring international achievements into this debate, because when you look at the team Ronaldo's played with in internationals compared to Messi, it's like Messi was just the Argentina team at one point, whereas Ronaldo had loads run about him.
Yeah,
Decent
that's
players,
true.
know what I mean?
I like Luis Figo.
No.
Deco. There he is. Ronaldo.
Mm-hmm. I admire both players, but yeah.
That's basically our Maradona and Pele, our generation, isn't it?
Aye, pretty much.
Pretty much. Val shot. I remember that game. Seeing Messi at Tannadice rip Darren Dodds and Lee Wilkie to shreds. Was it 5-1?
Yeah, after Dundee United took the lead.
I'm pretty sure it was Pep Guardiola's like first game in charge of Barcelona.
Mad. So now we've spoken about Messi and Ronaldo. In 10 years' time, who are going to be the two players we're going to be comparing the most?
Haaland and somebody.
Mbappe.
Probably, aye.
See when folk bring in this whole Neymar thing into the equation. If Neymar was any good, Neymar would be challenging Messi and Ronaldo for a Ballon d'Or.
Yeah.
But I don't think Neymar deserves to be in that.
Neymar's a good player, but there's player. I would even say Mbappe's better than him right now.
Thing is, Neymar went to PSG to sort of try and stand out a bit more because he was getting overshadowed by Messi.
And then now he's no. I know what you mean. You're going to say he escaped. He left Barcelona to escape Messi's shadow. Now he's in Mbappe's shadow.
Aye,
Yeah,
very much so. Yeah.
But I tell you another player that's probably going to come up in a few years. He's not a striker or an attacking player by a long shot, but Alphonso Davies of Bayern.
Yes.
I think he's going to be frightening.
But the thing is, it's usually the strikers that
Feels like he could be anything.
or
he wants.
sort of wingers that win the awards.
Well, there's Liam Jaffrey giving his three: Mbappe, Rashford, and Haaland. I don't think Rashford will be a Ballon d'Or winner, but you know, will definitely be a good. I like when he hits his prime. I don't think Rashford's in his prime yet.
No, it's far from it.
Fucking hell, Hadji! Fuck's sake!
Oh my god, really?
Put down the drink, lads. It's a school night.
So
what do you think, James?
Yeah, I think Mbappe and Haaland look the best bets. Definitely, there's that Mukoko coming through at Dortmund, who looks a really exciting prospect. Obviously, we've not seen because of his age, because he literally only turned 16 about 2-3 weeks ago, I think. But there seems to be a lot of excitement around him. There's a few sort of really interesting ones that I think Davies is a great shout, just because it feels like he could be a left back for a few years yet, and then very, very easily just become
A winger.
a wing forward again. Like
Shabelle-esque.
Yeah, and I mean even like Sancho, people like that, who's maybe, I don't think he's had as good a season so far this season as perhaps his last couple, but he still feels like someone who's got a really, really high ceiling, especially if he sort of cards right in terms of where he moves, if he moves over the next few years. But yeah, I think there's a lot of exciting talent. Sort of.
For me, I think David Turnbull, once he actually leaves Celtic.
Nah, he's trapped in he's trapped in HMP Celtic Park.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I was just also going to say
a couple of seasons and he'll end up either back at Motherwell or he'll go down south to like a League One Championship lower end team.
Aye. I did a sim of Football Manager by 10 years, and David Turnbull was at St Johnstone.
seems quite realistic to be fair.
Aye. Mm-hmm.
Aye.
BM9 Gaming TV says Billy Gilmore. That's a shout. Potentially, if he gets game time at Chelsea. Well, he's playing tonight. Logik will be able to keep tabs.
I was also going to say there was a very friendly pleasantries between Messi and Ronaldo. You know, a wee cuddle. Of course, they are of course they know how good each other are, but they in the thick of it, they are really good friends, which I think is really good. It's kind of like a rivalry that the press and the media and everybody associated with football creates, but in the thick of it, the two players that we talk about are really good friends.
It's because they're professionals at the end of the day, right? They know what they're doing, and for people to say, that they hate each other, etc., it's furthest thing from the truth.
I think we should just admire, I know, obviously, I brought on the comparison conversation, but, I think a lot of people should just, shut up, just admire the fact that you've got two great players constantly competing against each other. So,
that's a good shout. Alwar, I think who's he at? Lyon.
He'll come in the Prem, I think.
Yeah, I think he'll end up at Liverpool or Man United, something like that.
I also seen, speaking of Man United and Liverpool, I seen a comment a few comments ago. It says, "What team does James support?" Is it Man United? I was actually face palming. I was like, no. My man's a Liverpool fan.
Indeed.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, admittedly, the accent doesn't give much away on that front, I suppose. So I can understand the uncertainty. Only mildly offended.
Whereabouts is it you stay again, James? What area of England is it?
In terms of where I'm up here or where I live.
When you're not at Sunderland.
Well, I'm not in Sunderland. It's town down in the West Midlands called Evesham in Worcestershire. It's about half an hour from Cheltenham, and not far from. I know you go down Cheltenham quite often, don't you, Gogs? You've got
I've been to Cheltenham a couple of times this year.
And yeah, not far from Stratford upon Avon either. So yeah, it's a sort of a decent part of the world. I think by nature, you never sort of fully appreciate where you live. Weirdly, just because sort of you almost end up knowing it too well, and then sometimes I found with uni actually I kind of appreciate it a bit more when I go back down because there's not really nice villages that sort of surround it and stuff. I think they slightly easier down there sort of over the last year or so with COVID and stuff. Sorry, it's got onto a bit of a stumble. Oh, and Leipzig have just scored.
Oh, damn.
Okay.
Swiftly. Angelino, second minute.
Oh, he's a baller.
I was just talking about him on a Saturday with a Man City fan because I was watching the Leipzig Munich game and I was like, he is some player
Is he on loan to Leipzig or is he?
Yeah, on loan because he's not going to get in the City team with Benjamin Mendy and that Alexander Zinchenko.
No.
Yeah, super finish as well. Just across from Sabitzer that went all the way through. Just came to him at the far post and just rammed it back across goal. Nothing really that De Gea could do.
That's interesting. So that puts Leipzig into pole position for going through early on, and that makes Man United third place at the moment as it stands.
Oh damn!
Oh damn, indeed.
Spice things up early.
Spice it out.
I love that. I love nothing more than Man United getting knocked out here.
No, it could be Rangers could potentially draw them.
Oh yeah.
To be fair, I think Rangers would beat them the way they're playing now.
I'd back that. Is it over 2 legs, the knockout stages this year?
Aye.
I could probably back that, to be fair.
Now we're up to 104 people in the chat. So because it's all these people that'll be wanting to know who's better, Messi or Ronaldo, lads, has anything happened in Barcelona Juventus yet?
Absolutely nothing, mate. It's just a midfield battle at the moment. Just knocking about midfield. Nothing really too spectacular in the opening 6 minutes.
Oh my god, we've got 289 people in the chat.
Oh damn!
Oh damn! Oh, damn! Welcome,
Oh.
everyone. Subscribe if you haven't already.
Everyone's just here to see the mess out of Ronaldo.
316 on mine on the thing up there.
What?
It was 316 just a minute ago. Well, a
Was
second
it?
ago.
I've got 309.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it's 316 now. Jesus, right. We actually better provide some content.
Well, I can't provide content if the games go up to much cop.
Oh, I know. That's mental. That's the most we've ever had for a Champions League night.
In the opening half hour.
You all better stay now, otherwise I'll get depressed. But yeah, so currently in the PSG Istanbul Basaksehir game, PSG are just sitting in the final third, just captain Istanbul's half. Nothing really much happening at the moment, but I'm pretty sure PSG will soon find a lock to open in the heart of the Turkish defence. Logic, anything happening at Stamford Bridge?
No, yet. It's been all Chelsea really. They had a shot blocked about a minute in. Apart from that, they've just defended the box. The other team defended the box well, and they're trying to break them down.
Mm-hmm.
So
Fair game. But I better screenshot this while I can. We've got a Russian person in. I think that's Russian, or is
Yeah, looks like it.
or is that Greek? I don't know what.
It's definitely Russian, I think.
Yeah, I can't translate that. So if you can find an English translation, that'd be fantastic.
I'll be back in a wee second. There's somebody at my door.
Aye, no problem, mate. No problem.
It's the feds.
It's the feds. They've found Logic.
It's the feds.
There we go.
Looks like both teams are playing
thought it was
a
Greek.
bit in this one.
At a second glance. Funny thing is, I actually learnt a wee bit of Greek when I was at high school, but I lost all the knowledge.
Oh,
Yeah, exactly.
Daniel has just had a shot wide.
Mm-hmm. The wee chance here for PSG. Shot's been deflected. Here's Mbappe on the ball. And he's done well. Oh, he's put it wide. The thing is, Paredes with the eventual shot going just wide of the target after 7 minutes. Still 0-0.
Absolutely nothing happening here.
I must say, it was a stroke of genius putting Messi v Ronaldo in the title. Liam Jaffrey says Man United's second half comebacks are going to have to continue. No, we have got that monetized, yeah. Mm-hmm. Good stuff.
Hey.
Yeah, hey, indeed. What do you mean? Oh, look what the Russian guy said.
About Kulan Puke's like palming us up a bit. He doesn't even know Russian.
No. That's the third time you've said that tonight, Joseph.
You're obsessed.
Yeah.
It was only yesterday. Like he's saying it like it was like 20 years ago.
Aye. Oh, remember that day?
Oh, do you remember that day?
Aye, mate, it was yesterday. There's a shout, Daniel Wesley, Ansu Fati as well. This time in 10 years.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows?
Who knows, indeed. So currently it's still 0-0 here in Paris.
Paris.
I say that as if I'm there.
Greenwood's just had a decent chance over here. Sort of break by United, and he cut in on his left foot, and he looked. You'd probably backed him to score from where he was. Like he had quite a bit of time on the ball from about 20 yards, but just didn't quite get hold of the shot. But if United can keep on getting in positions like that, then you back them score eventually with the quality they've got. But shaping up nicely. This is already a bit wild and end to end.
Oh, fucking hell.
What happened?
Juve have got a penalty.
Oh my god!
Juve have got a penalty 12 minutes in. Ronaldo was pulled down in the box. Let me tell you who by. Number 4 there. Arroyo. Beats me anyway. He basically pulled Ronaldo down by his shoulder. Of course, Ronaldo feeling contact. Goes down, so 12 minutes in, Ronaldo could have an opportunity here to draw first blood.
Oofed. Ross Lockhart says, Gogsy, is James your friend from Sunderland? Can he confirm you were a top shagger during your Sunderland uni days? I
prefer not to speak. If I speak, I'm in trouble.
This is where I utilise the no comment function, isn't it? I think so. But
here we go.
It was a
Cristiano Ronaldo doing his famous stance, the deep breaths and the power stance. Slots it coolly past Ter Stegen.
1-0.
Barcelona 0, Juventus 1.
So anyway, you were saying, James?
Sorry.
Yeah. No, I think that was pretty much all I had to say. I can only applaud the pub crawl performance. I suppose that's the only.
Oh no!
But,
the pub crawl performance. I mean, how I did not throw up that night, I am very surprised. Anyway,
that's some achievement not to have managed that, given the amount of. It required stamina, didn't it, to get through that?
You were basically my caddy that night as well. It was brilliant.
Yeah, well, I pretty much had to be because of sort of not drinking and stuff. I can't remember. I'm guessing I was just going around like drinking Cokes, J2Os, and the rest. Other soft drinks are available if I need to say that. But I enjoyed it because we sort of filmed bits and pieces of it, didn't we? Which
I never posted it because I was like, right, well, some of that shit cannot go on.
Just... 10K, fucking make it happen.
Okay. If we hit 10K by the end of the year, then we'll do a reaction video to all this drunken shit that we do.
But, also.
But no, it was highly professional on the whole, I should say.
Oh yeah, of course. Only professional, only the best.
Are you going to tell the folks about the fact that we're having a night out, but if you can't make the night out, you'll be able to see highlights
on the Pass the Mic YouTube channel?
On the Pass the Mic YouTube channel.
It'll have to be put as an 18 though.
Yes, you have to sign in.
Or 2-0 Leipzig.
Oh shit! Oh damn!
Haidara and from an Angelino cross, and I think Leipzig are in a back three. I think that's the two wing backs. Sorry, one crossing to the other. So that system seems to really come up trumps for Nagelsmann. Maguire's talking to the referee about something, so they'll probably
fucking Harry Maguire complaining. What the fuck's new?
Complaining
that he's a shite defender.
So that's 2-0 Leipzig. Wow.
Oh damn.
Is that Haidara guy? Did he play for Newcastle or is it a different one?
I'll have a check.
I'd agree with that, Josh. I don't think there is any doubt when Ronaldo steps up. No doubt at all.
Mm-hmm.
No, great finish though. So cross to the far post, and he just met it first time with the volley. No, not the same Haidara. He came through the route that players often actually come through when they go to Leipzig. He was at Salzburg. Moved from Salzburg.
The different Haidara. The Istanbul Basaksehir coach has just been sent off.
Ooh.
Sent to the stands I don't know what for exactly. I think there was just a bit of an argument. But Mehmet Topal is talking to the referee, asking what the hell is happening.
Joseph, we're all adults here. You don't need to say doo-doo. You can just say shite. Man, you are indeed doo-doo. We're all grown-ups here. We all know what shite means.
I'm guessing we don't work from the watershed.
No, we really don't. we're just a glorified trip to the pub that's just been restricted.
Isn't all media?
Was that?
Isn't all media? Just
yeah, pretty much.
Restrict.
Aye, well,
kind of. That's
Thankfully on
probably not a
YouTube,
very good comparison on my part.
Mhm. Thankfully, on YouTube, there's not too much of restriction. Cool, how come only 34 in the chat? And all these people coming in to see Messi and Ronaldo's face, and then they just see us.
We got him, boys. We got
him, boys. We got the click. That's the thing. Oh, the clickbait. Brilliant. But aye, we're now up to 40, so that's an improvement. But yeah, there's still a lot of hassle going on here in Paris.
See.
Wonder what they're saying on Flash Score about it. Aye, so there's been 3 yellow cards and a red card. It was Demba Ba that got sent off, and he was in the technical area.
So Demba Ba's got a sending off, even though he's not even on the park.
Correct. Buruk, the manager, got a booking. Tekdemir and Raphael both got a yellow card. They're the only 2 that's on the pitch that got a yellow. Robbie XL, yeah, I know it's a shame, isn't it? Thoughts on the lockdown restrictions being eased? Well, hopefully they'll be eased in enough time for the first batch of World Cup qualifiers. That'd be class.
Yeah, that's March, isn't it?
Yeah, that's March.
Oh, should have been 3-0 Leipzig, really. Yeah, sorry, that noise came out slightly more extended than I intended. Yeah, Forsberg just flicked one wide. Who's in Scotland's group? I did see it yesterday.
You've got Denmark, Austria, Israel, Moldova, and the Faroe Islands.
Nice.
So
that's quite a it's quite a nicely set up group, that.
It is. There's about 4 teams there that have the potential to make the top 2.
You'll probably only be like if there was any kind of mental block there before last month, then it shouldn't be anymore, should it? I suppose.
You're absolutely right. Fraz, anything happening?
Juve are on the attack here. Oh, I've just put the ball in the back of the net. 2-0.
Oh, excellent.
See.
Weston McKennie with the goal.
Yeah. Some strike from the big man. He's kissing the camera. I love it. Just a glorified Stevie G celebration, though.
Yes, absolutely.
Once I see the replay here, I'll be able to describe it. But it's 2-0 Juventus, 20 minutes gone here at the new camp.
Oofed.
Aaron Ramsey crossed the ball. He passed the ball to Sandro on one side, and then the ball came in for McKennie. Beautiful strike by the big man. Ter Stegen looking like an absolute fud. Just like sprawl it.
That red card doesn't count in the bookies, does it? I don't know. I think it should count.
Ross Lockhart, James doesn't even know who Kobe is.
What?
Oh dear.
I feel like I've just felt something fly over my head, and I'm not quite sure what it is.
So basically, we're having a Pass the Mic night out. You're more than welcome to join us once restrictions fuck off, because there'll be a massive blowout. And Kobe is one of the members of the Pass the Mic team. He's only 15. And Ross Lockhart has suggested that you want Kobe to come. But you could get like the whole of Aberdeen to sign a petition, Ross. But the fact is he's not even 18.
Yeah,
so
there's difficulties there, aren't there?
So it's not like we're not inviting them. It's the fact that there's proper legal requirements.
Mm.
Yes, yeah.
Just a small.
Yeah, there's no way around that, is there? There's make it all the more valuable once he's able to, I suppose. Whenever that day comes.
Hey, look at this name.
I'm back.
Has anything happened in the Chelsea game?
Well, there's no goals or that, no. But I don't know in terms of anything else. No.
Yeah. Right. Cool. Thank you. Okay. Okay.
Sorry for your loss, Angus.
Sorry for your loss, Angus. Sorry, I don't know what to say there about that.
That was some header by Griezmann there, diving like a salmon.
Yeah. Sorry to hear that, Angus. I hope everything's all right with the family. Okay. Moving on. Josh Smith says, sorry for your loss, Angus. Hope you and the family's okay. Keelan Morrison says, oh, he's back. Yeah.
Did you miss me?
There's still a lot of fisticuffs here in Paris. They're still arguing about whatever's happened.
And if you're booked while you're on the bench, it doesn't count as a booting.
Really?
Unless the player comes on. So if it's a red card, they can't come on. So if he got yellow carded and came on, it would count.
Right.
I see.
Yeah. Oh.
Do you know what I keep forgetting is the fact that Andrea Pirlo is the Juve manager.
That's meant on it.
Like, he got appointed under 23's manager and they went, no, there was a typo there. We actually wanted you to be the first team manager.
I think it's scary that the generation of footballers I grew up watching, and the majority of all managers are retired and pundits or something.
I know what you mean. Like, obviously, like Pirlo was very much in that generation. Stevie G is probably like the main one for me. Like Stevie G was like one of my favourite players ever at Liverpool. Now he's managing Rangers. I think that's mad. Frank Lampard's another one.
No. I'm trying to find out what's actually happening.
She's a massive scrap, you nosy bastard.
I tend to go to Twitter for things like that.
Right, okay.
So if you just type in, like, I don't know, PSG on Twitter and...
Some wee guy from France will be videoing it on his Twitter.
It's just all forum tweets that's coming up there now.
It's just absolutely carnage.
Apparently, somebody called Demba Ba the N-word. 1-0 to Krasnodar.
Oh my.
Krasnodar.
So 1-0 Krasnodar.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've only just read that myself. The fourth official called Demba Ba the N-word, I think. Yeah.
So it was the official. Jeez, though.
Yeah, fourth official.
Because I just had to translate a tweet and it just says in the PSG Basaksehir, I don't know, that the match that
day.
other team withdrew from the field after the fourth referee called Demba Ba. Insert word here. Oh, it was quite a nice goal as well. Squared into the edge of the box, taking a touch, flicked it by, I think it's Christensen, and then just bottom corner for Cabella, whatever it is.
Yeah, Remy Cabella, who played for Newcastle a few years ago.
See.
Is that who that is?
Yep.
Yes, Gogsy's brother will be on the night out, Ross Lockhart.
Yes, we are dragging him out. Him and Disco Stew.
He is the night out.
The only reason that we're going out is for like Nez.
Aye, because we didn't have a proper sesh when my brother hit 18, so why not?
Go big or go home.
I actually can't wait for Friday. We move up to tier 3, which means I can go and get a haircut.
Simply cheating your barber.
Aye, I never cheated my barber. I done it once, and my fringe is still a bit wonky for it. It's just no grew in right since. It's just starting to grow in like a bit more.
Mm-hmm.
That's the karma for cheating on my barber.
Aye.
Get out, you fucking cunt.
So match is suspended here between Paris and Istanbul Basaksehir due to the racism.
So what happens then? Does that go down as a 0-0 or does a team
PSG are refusing to play.
PSG are refusing to play. So then that's maybe go down as a forfeit and
a 3-3 draw.
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know because it was aimed at Demba Ba. Demba Ba then got sent off.
Probably because his reaction.
Yeah.
And if the ref doesn't know what's actually happened, he's just going on what he's seen and then seen him doing whatever. So
aye.
I don't know.
Goodness.
Well,
I'm having chicken tonight. Ross Lockhart says you need to teach him everything you know, Gogsy, in the ladies department. Yeah, I don't even know if my brother's that interested at the moment. He'd rather sit and play video games.
It's more into dogs than that.
Yeah.
You know, not
penalty Chelsea.
Oofed. Wee chance there to equalise.
The females.
The females.
Jorginho steps up.
Oh.
Jeez, oh. One each. Go on.
Way.
Superb.
That was the most flimsiest penalties ever. He just kind of jumped and then didn't hang it, just rolled. Keeper just watched
it. Chef 1-2 predicted 4-0 Juve. Is that seeming likely, lads? I mean, definitely in the opening half hour, Juve have been the better team, but Barcelona kind of easing into it now.
Right, steady on, Ross. Steady on.
Steady on, old chap.
Lovely bit of chicken. This is a lovely bit of squirrel.
Langlet has a booking. This Barca game is reminding me of the Barcelona Real Madrid getting very dirty. There's a lot of bookings floating about. I do not care for it very much.
Not much
on the PSG's English Twitter, it says Istanbul players decided to go back to the locker room and the PSG thingies follow them and back their decision.
So presumably they'll be quite be
Might have the match abandoned.
Yeah.
I think it should go down as a no-no.
Yeah.
Says it.
Void the match.
Should I?
It says on it, Fort Mob, that the match has been not abandoned, aborted. Aborted.
Well, for those who are pro-abortion.
Man of the match was Kylian Mbappe with a 6.7.
Leipzig. Oh no, ignore me. Sorry, just making noise.
No.
Imagine that. PSG goes through and they didn't have a kick. Like, didn't even have to kick the ball.
Mm.
Man United Seath would be fucking brilliant.
If they do get the draw, they'll be a point ahead of Man U, wouldn't they?
Oh, aye. That's not with the
James,
points.
what's happening at Leipzig?
It's still 2-0. Still 2-0. United have come back into the game a bit more in the last 10 minutes or so. I think it was. I didn't see for certain it was, but I think I've been green from a Tejes corner. Had a decent chance, but headed over. But Leipzig still look really, really good. Like the tempo they. 3-0. 3-0.
Oft?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Looking good now. I think they'll check this one for offside. It did look quite tight. Quite a clever corner routine. Floated it out to the edge of the box, volleyed it back in, headed on the post, and then it's stuck in from pretty much on the goal line. But yeah, tempo they've been playing at, particularly in the first 20 minutes or so, was just brilliant. You could see on. Yeah.
Mental. It's 1-0 Sevilla as well.
So this all.
Abraham just missed a chance to put 2-1 up.
Oh. What's the verdict then?
I don't think this will count. I think it'll probably be ruled out as Willie Orban who put it in, but he was offside and headed sort of goalwards and then basically stuck it on the goal line. So I think unless the United player off screen who was playing him off. So
Harry Maguire's forehead.
Yeah, it's off. Yeah, it has been given offside, I think. So, so still 2-0. But yeah, Leipzig still looking
very strong,
really, really dangerous. Yeah,
abort says Josh Smith. You can just tell that Ramage's barber cheats on him. Never mind the other way about. What?
How does that even make sense?
I don't know, because the barber is literally there cheating on every customer then.
Aye.
What?
Guten Tag, Charlie, mate.
Must admit, Logic is always right on the ball with updates here. Yeah. Had it Sevilla and Juventus accidentally clicked on Man United instead of Leipzig. Lol. Oh dear. No, I've not booked up any of the Scotland trips yet, but I have seen that a trip to Israel will cost me £168 return via going from Glasgow to Stansted and Stansted to Berlin to Israel, and then back the way, a strange way as well.
Well, you can send me that link because the one I seen was like £600 and odd. It was taking me to Iceland and all that. I was like, what the fuck?
What? So you've got to go all the way up there to come all the way.
I think it was fly from Glasgow to London, London to Iceland, Iceland to somewhere else, and then Israel.
The fuck?
And that was meant
Try
to be.
Edinburgh.
But I just clicked like any Scottish airport, and that was the one it gave me. So, but I'll need to.
Says, I'm only going to Israel if we can actually get into the ground.
Aye.
If I've got a ticket for it, I'll go. But
in terms of the Faroe Islands, on Airbnb, you can get a full 5-bedroom house for £130 a night.
Oh, let's do it.
And it's near like the the kind of bit with all the restaurants and all that as well, so you don't need to go far for food.
As long as I don't have any seafood, I'll be happy. But then it'll be difficult in the Faroe Islands.
Take one of the wee like camping containers to freeze things and take your own chicken nuggets out of you.
Very much. Or a wee steak pie.
Aye. That's it. Take your own scrad.
But if you were to ask me in terms of a travel group, I think the Faroe Islands was up there as one of mine. Because I love to go to the Faroe Islands. I like going to the
It's not your usual type of country, is it? Like,
no.
It's pretty much like if you've been to Oban.
Yeah.
It's just a massive like fuck off sea village.
Yeah. Joseph, I don't like seafood. That's my answer. To put it mildly.
Aye, Joseph, you're coming the night out, then you bring us like fish.
No. Because I'll slap you with it.
just bring us pints.
they know he's got to bring a fish now. Fresh out the water, still. Not even...
Here, boys, I just caught this in the Clyde.
he dived in and came out in his mouth.
You're welcome, guys.
This one's on me. First round.
Ross Lockhart flew to Berlin to get to Copenhagen earlier. I've got a couple of mates who went to Copenhagen and it cost them like 45 quid.
Aye.
For a flight. So it could be quite easy to get there.
Oh, shout out to you boys.
But I'm looking forward to going to Moldova. 60p a pint. Right on.
You can get a hotel room for £16, or you can get a hostel for £4 a night.
Oh. Yeah, boys.
Sheesh now.
Marquee Gaming, PSG. Basically, there was a racist remark from a fourth official to Demba Ba, who then got sent off for his reaction. And there was a massive fight. And I think the game's been called off.
Madness.
Yeah, it's looking like that.
Yes.
I suppose I'm guessing either way, sort of whether he starts or not, there'll be sort of big investigation after this to see whether he did say what the alleged to have said.
And the thing is, all the refs are mic'd up as well, so look, they should be able to clear it up easy enough.
Yes. Thank you very much, Joseph.
Yeah,
I will not
true,
violate you either.
Fucking hell, Joseph. What about the rest of the boys, eh? What about me and Logic and Ross and Ryan and...
To be fair, I love seafood.
What are you saying?
I said, to be fair, I love seafood.
I'm waiting for the punchline.
No, I genuinely love seafood. Like, I used to go into Lidl and buy the tubs of like crayfish tails and that and just eat them on their own.
What, just fresh out the box?
I know they were like ready to eat ones. It wasn't obviously frozen or that. Well, good.
Okay. I will not violate Gogsy. Alright, what about the rest of us? Stevie and that, you know?
Yeah, that's the unfortunate thing, Ross. I don't think I can bring myself to it.
Shite bag, Ross. Eh?
To be fair, if you get drunk enough to start with, you'll realise it's...
Yeah, that's the plan.
Yeah, Josh Smith says he'll come in with a fish and tell Fraser it's not like character building. Just like a big fuck off like 20-foot salmon. It's only character building.
Alright, so call it Connor.
It's just character building.
And you're only visiting A&E for a tourist guide. Knocked out with a fish.
Right in the puss. Oh, you got me.
Right. We are not having that.
Oh, you got me.
Oh, you got me indeed.
Oh, you got me right in the puss.
Oh, wait a minute. I forgot I had a request a bet on as well. 2+ corners, each team in each half of the Barca, Juve, PSG, Istanbul, and Leipzig and Man U. So that'll probably be refunded then if that game's suspended. Or aborted, whatever it's called.
So apparently, a tweet came out from Fabrizio Romano, who's an Italian actor who presents the Sky in Italy, I believe, has said, "What a shame in Paris." Fourth official said the black guy, when indicating to the ref who should be booked on Istanbul's bench. Istanbul walk off the pitch for racism. Why you call him a black man? Istanbul players are literally furious.
Mm-hmm. Sheriff 1-2. The timing of the ban was rapid there. Speedy fingers, Gogs. The Sheriff. There you go. It was a sectarianism thing that I refuse to repeat on screen. We are not advocates of any racism or sectarianism at all. So any of that shit will be banned in the chat. There you go. Anyway, James, what's happening in Leipzig?
Still 2-0. Did look a second ago like Rashford was going to go through, but he couldn't quite get the ball out of his feet. So yeah, I think really the best thing. It does feel like a more even game now. Like obviously Leipzig could only keep going at the tempo they were going at for so long. But yeah, so if United really could do with the goal before half time, goes without saying. But even if they just get to half time 2-0 down, then that's something. Then maybe they can tweak a few things at half time. Maybe make a change if they need to. But yeah, settling into slightly slower rhythm of the game now. Someone will probably score now. Said that, but yeah, ticking along a bit more calmly.
Joseph, no, it wasn't. It wasn't towards you. God, stop making it about you. It wasn't.
Fraz, what's happening at Barcelona?
Barcelona had a couple of good chances there. Griezmann just squandering headers over the bar. But other than that, I mean, you've been pretty much in control. Still 2-0.
Mm-hmm. Right, I'm just going to play back the clip now of what Demba Ba was saying.
You never say these white guys. You say these guys. So why when you mention a nigga, listen to me. Why when you mention a black guy, you have to say this black guy? Say, but
Ooh. Interesting. Very interesting. The handbags are not being put away anytime soon in Paris.
Yep. So technically, they should be awarded the draw.
I don't know. It's a really funny one. It makes me glad that I'm not in a position of power because then I'd get basically slagged by either side if I've made a decision on whatever's happening in this game.
It's one of them. You've got to get put against the sword, no matter what you'd say.
Because there is literally no room in the calendar to reschedule a Champions League game.
No, unless I was going to say squeeze it in tomorrow, but which is more doable because there's no fans anyway. You know what I mean?
But at the same time, I don't think they'd want the same referees because it's the fourth official that's made this error.
Aye.
Because
the only other thing would be is don't give them any points, which then puts PSG down to third, doesn't it? Or are they still better off on head-to-heads?
I don't know.
I'll just call it how it was at the time. No.
Aye.
Make it finish 0-0. Because PSG would be happy with that; they'd still be through.
Well, providing things stay the same in the Leipzig game, aye.
Yeah.
I think
Aye.
I'm pretty sure if Man U draw, they go second because they were top on head-to-heads before a ball was kicked tonight, I'm sure.
Yeah. It's 2-0 to Sevilla against Rennes.
Mm.
Oh, hey. I think it's a potential penalty check. I've never even seen the foul. But I'll let you know.
Okay, perfect.
Check over. Fuck off.
It says here 0-0 interrupted.
Abort.
And they've removed it off Sky Bet and everything. So I went on to see what that was saying and it's gone.
Looks like the game's not going to go ahead then. Hey, I'll go into another game then. I'll cover Rennes against Sevilla.
Don't argue amongst yourselves in the comments, for fuck's sake.
Blaming racism.
Racism. Beating Man U under 21s, they're not having a good night overall, are they?
Blaming racism on the Romanian language.
Well, see, I don't know about the Romanian, but is it Spanish, the Argentinian talk?
Yeah.
Well, they've got a word that means friend, but it's similar to a word that's used over here as like, can you?
I know.
Like Suarez got like a ban for it. A keeper got a ban for it, and then they're trying to ban somebody else they know recently for it. I think it was Cavani. Because in his Instagram post he was thanking like the fans or whatever, and he hanging it off with that, and everybody's gone mental. But over there, and it has been proved, it's not as if like people just make it up. It's actual a word that's used as friend, like a male friend,
and it's also pronounced. It's also pronounced differently. But then again, you cannot say a certain word because like people can read it. People will read what they want to read.
Aye, and I mean that is the thing with being written on Instagram. You are got to read it the way you want to read it. You know what I mean? It's as if there's much context in it. Billy Gilmore's been all right. He's in fact the whole Chelsea midfield haven't really been up to much. They've kind of lost the battle there. It's more the wingers that's been getting them forward.
Keelan Morrison says yes, it might be offensive, but a lot of things can be offensive if you're a snowflake. But at the same time, this is really not a subject I want to talk about because it's too serious for my liking. Because we're not all about that here. We're here to have a laugh about things.
And it is one of them that you could say the wrong thing accidentally by trying to explain something, and then that's you.
Yeah, because even if you say the wrong word at the wrong time, especially when we're live, we could easily be clipped, and that's the end of our careers. So we're going to try and steer away from this subject, even though it's a massive thing tonight.
Mm-hmm. It'll become clearer in time, probably, won't it? I suppose it's always.
But I will say, I think racism is subjective to the person that a certain comment could be aimed towards, and it's all down to the person that's received that comment. Yeah. And if they find it racist, then it's racist, apparently.
Sure.
Even though the person that said comment may not mean it to be like that. I mean, the referee may have just said the word black to be descriptive, but at the same time, that's seen as racist to some people.
Aye. It's like somebody that was on TikTok, they were like reacting or duetting a video or something. And the video they were reacting to was like they were in like a dirty room. It was minging, and they used black to describe it. Like the way we.
Oh, black's a way to describe dirty in some warped sense before anyone jumps down my throat.
Aye, that's been away, especially in Scotland, for as far as I can remember. That's
I mean,
what we've hanged it in.
See,
And
murky
they're
water,
taking court for it.
could be
Racism.
black water, it could be market, it could be a whole
Aye.
list of things.
That's it. And like people picked up on that and then taking them to court for being racist just for saying that. It's mental.
PSG v Istanbul Basaksehir will resume at 2200 hours local time, so that'll be in 8 minutes.
Yeah. Because if it's in Paris, isn't it? So they're an hour ahead.
Yeah.
No, an hour behind.
An hour.
No. Time zones annoy me.
Yeah. But yes, the PSG game has been delayed due to a racist comment made by a fourth official in the direction of Demba Ba. I mean, the fact that he actually had to describe Demba Ba, where he could have just said Demba Ba has been...
Aye. Or number, whatever number he is. Or
Exactly.
which is how refs usually hang players. It's like number 8, number, whatever number.
Exactly. You don't have, unless it says the name on the back of their shirt.
Aye. Somebody's echoing.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll just see how it plays out.
You know what I mean?
Hard time in Leipzig, 2-0.
2-0 Leipzig then. Okay. Goodness me, man.
Golden Temple, it wasn't the fact that it wasn't anything to do with Celtic, it was the word that you used.
Correct. I mean, we don't like Rangers. We don't like Celtic. Well, me and Fraz anyway don't like Rangers or Celtic. But we're still not going to say, "Oh, you can say this word about them," because that's not how we roll. We're wanting to be politically correct, but have a laugh at the same time. Because politically correctness is a big thing these days, unfortunately. James will be a big knowledge guy about that sort of thing because he studies journalism. Well versed.
Yeah, it's one of those where it's just a case of getting the balance right, I suppose, isn't it? And it's inevitable. The balance is every individual person, but yeah, it's the world we live in.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you think this game it's made it better?
What's that? Do you reckon you'll have to do a case study on this game?
It's probably less likely we will do something particular on it. I mean, it's not beyond the realms that we might sort of do something on it maybe in the new year, but it's maybe students in future years might look back on, say, how people have tweeted about this afterwards, because it is a topic you've got to be very, very, very careful on, like on these kind of things. The word, I've just got to basically churn out the word alleged again and again and again, because it's difficult to sort of prove anything in particular has been said. Again, it's obviously, it depends on interpretation as well, and I don't know enough about because they're Romanian, the official. I think they're Romanian.
Yeah.
I don't know about that to know the sort of applied by relevant words and what constitutes sort of an offensive word and what doesn't. And again, like you said, because it's one of those.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of it is down to, with these kind of things, probably is down to interpretation and how individual people view things. So, yeah, it's one of those things that probably would be quite interesting to look back on in terms of how it's covered, because you have got to sort of be very delicate with it, or kind of tiptoe round things with these sort of issues.
It is a massive thing where you walk on eggshells, basically, if that word is said.
Yeah, yeah, I think that's the thing, and obviously you want to be able to have a sort of open, and sometimes you need to have a relatively sort of frank discussion about these kind of things. But very often the most important thing is just to make sure sort of that the tone's right and everything, because of just how open everything is nowadays. But yeah, thankfully, generally these kind of scenarios are quite rare, but obviously you do get a few of them. And obviously, yeah, sort of the Liverpool sport is the one that tends to pop into our heads, is the Suarez Ever incident a few years back. I think thankfully sort of everyone's come quite a long way since then, actually. So just in terms of how things are interpreted. Like Anton Ferdinand had that program last week, didn't he? I don't know. Was that shown in Scotland as well?
I don't think so, but I did see the Clark Carlisle documentary a few years ago.
I'm trying to think if I've seen that. But yeah, I think everyone's a lot more. It feels like something we're far more willing to front up to now, and think sort of both sort of externally, both in terms of sort of asking ourselves, can we things, and just generally, obviously, the Black Lives Matter movement over the last 6 months or so now, as well. Obviously, it's been going longer than that, but particularly the last 6 months has led to a lot of progress on that front.
Yeah. Keelan Morrison says, listen, saying the word black is not racist. It is all down to the way it's interpreted. But there has to be a line. Everything cannot just be banned because they might offend someone. You've got a point, but at the same time, Demba Baz obviously felt like he should go up to the official and say, look, you can't just say that. And I thought he was well within his right to say that.
Yeah. I think obviously it's difficult to fully grasp the context, but yeah, you don't want to just stand back and do nothing if you feel like something's not right, do you? I suppose in scenario. But yeah, I suppose unfortunately in these situations, the likelihood is if you make that point and you end up getting yourself into trouble, rightly or wrongly, which doesn't sort of feel right in this scenario.
Yeah, absolutely. Sheriff's got it nailed on the head there. So Fraz, can you summarise the Barcelona Juventus first half, please?
2-0. So it's been like Barcelona have had a few chances, but nothing worth noting, to be honest. And Juve seemed very much in control. So nothing else to say, really. So
okay, Logic. How's the Chelsea Krasnodar game been?
Well, I missed about 10 minutes of it, but apart from that, it's been, apart from the first kind of 10 minutes where Chelsea was just hounding them, it's been pretty even since. Still 1 each. Back a minute.
Okay. Yes. Josh Smith says, I understand people may not see it as offensive, but rules are rules, and people are allowed to have their opinion on what they think should and should not be said. What was the race?
Like
I do not want to speak.
Yeah, it's a very, very dodgy subject.
I'd see.
So I'm guessing that at least I suppose it suggests if they're restarting that they've sort of come to some kind of so they've been able to have a discussion about it at least, and hopefully come to some kind of some kind of understanding. But yeah, I guess it probably won't be clear until afterwards, if it does become clear.
An internal investigation.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, that's exactly the phrase.
Yes, indeed.
Shut up, boys. Man United's getting beat. Woo.
Hey. Anyway, we've got 41 people in the chat. Feel free to leave a comment while you're here. Maybe if you want to change the subject, tell a funny joke. That'd be great. Lighten the situation.
Indeed, yeah.
This got far serious for my liking. It's not my style at all.
But yeah, there's plenty of more football-based stuff going on, hasn't there? I suppose, sort of elsewhere.
Yeah, definitely. I think this could spark something in Istanbul Basaksehir. They could potentially come out a bit more fiery than PSG.
Maybe.
That's very true. Yeah.
Juventus players about to emerge from the tunnel. Here we go.
What game last night? What game happened last night?
Was Brighton Southampton, wasn't it? Last night?
I didn't watch it.
League, anyway.
Oh, here we go. Martin Braithwaite has came on for Barcelona. He's replacing Francisco Trincao. Joseph's asking you in the comments to roast them, so wire in, gentlemen and ladies. I think we should have an event called the Roast of Joseph Coyle.
Sounds good to me.
I think
sounds like a sounds like a Thanksgiving film or something.
Right, come on, Golden Temple. We've had enough of this.
ban him. Fuck him. Shaddy's warning. Fuck him.
Can't. I'm not gonna publicize it any further. Just a saying. When you want to change the subject, you asked if anyone cashed the game. Caught the game, you mean? Oh, right, okay, cool.
Is that the Brighton Southampton?
Yeah, I would assume so. I don't even know what happened, so.
It was 2-1 Southampton. There's been quite a lot of about the penalty at the end because Ings scored the winner, which is a penalty like 18. Hopefully they'll correct me if I've got that wrong.
I'll have a look.
But yeah, it was a strange penalty. They'll probably be able to describe it better than me in the chat. But it looked on the very, very edge of the box. It looked more of a free kick than a penalty, but it was a penalty.
Interesting. 81st minute, Danny Ings scored the winning penalty.
Woohoo.
Yeah, I agree with Keelan. Football's about football. I don't like to see anything get in the way, but I'm sick to death of people being offended. Yeah, the stream has soured a wee bit. Would like to sort of get back on track. PSG is about to resume. Alright, let's get on the what's been your best Football Manager saves? Ooh, interesting.
Well, before we get into the mad lad, don't even know. Like,
I've been just smashing it.
don't even know. So just uniqueness and
Iniquity.
iniquity. Nah, I don't know. Like I've been to the arse end of the globe.
You've been all over.
Here, there, and
And
every
the
fucking
beat
well.
for United.
Yeah, we're here, we're there, we're every fucking well. Oh, Aaron Ramsey just had a shot wide there. Could have been curtains.
Oh, Roscoe has gone. Evening, boys. Hope you are making Joseph's wish come true by rinsing him.
Guten Tag, Roscoe, mate.
Getting tag, Ross.
Guten Tag, Johnny.
Drive safe.
To find us in bed, we are Doug. To find us in bed, we are Mal. To find us in bed, we are Bud. Way!
Yeah, Van der Beek's on for Alex Tejes for United.
Ooh.
So I think that probably
Attacking
suggests
team.
they go in. Yeah, looks like
Man.
4 at the back.
My man's getting wasted at United.
Yeah, he's I mean at Ajax he always seemed like such a clever sort of footballer. Like I always remember that goal, a couple of the moves they put together at I think it was at Spurs in the first leg of that semi-final. Obviously, like we all pretty much remember the second leg of that, don't we? But he but yeah, always seems like a really switched on football.
As a potential penalty check here.
Oh, another one.
Another one.
And
It looks. That's a blatant handball there.
oh,
Barcelona handball there. Just depends how blind the referee is, to be fair. You know. In fast motion, it doesn't look like a penalty, but in slow motion, it does. And I think he's gave the penalty.
so it's a penalty to Juventus.
Yeah, he's gave the penalty. And Adja Pirlo's, the old-fashioned game like the other day. So, could be curtains here, boys, 50 minutes in. So, Ronaldo's prepping himself to get the 2 penalties. Josh Smith said the best one I had was Football Manager 2015, made Rangers Champions League winners 2 years in a row and had Ronaldo and the other lads. Well, that's definitely a dream. It was McKennie, Liam Jaffrey. And Ronaldo was about to step up for a potential brace and a third tier. Comfortably does it. There you go. 3-0 Juventus.
Wow.
So, is it? I'm just going to try and get the table up. So, is it the winner of this one tops the? Oh no.
Barcelona have got a superior
guessing
goal
Juve.
difference.
I see.
Keelan says, I'm a Football Manager noob.
No.
Had it. How good is it? Is it better than FIFA? Yes. Can you play it on iPad or only on laptop or computer? I recommend laptop or computer. Literally.
But you can play it on. I think it's like iPad is probably the middle ground. So, because obviously it's bigger than a phone. So, but Laptop's probably best, Kieran. Aye, Golden Temple, you better be good, otherwise you will be palmed out, son.
Yeah.
You're on your last warning, Chief.
Thin ice, bro.
CNS, bro. Oh, Morata's going to get booked here for kicking the ball away. Because he can't handle the sesh.
Van der Beek's already made a couple of sort of clever darts for United, just in sort of like left position that you quite like. So seems to have already made a difference. They already look a bit better.
All things Leeds TV has got that spot on. FIFA's more chilled, but FM is more technical.
Yeah, I prefer FM because it's much more in depth in terms of when you're actually being a manager. And of course, there's more data as well. So yeah, you actually do have a proper reflection on like your players' performances, whereas FIFA is just shite, to be honest.
Hi.
Oh, thanks, Joseph. Sheriff's 1 goal off his 4-0 UV prediction.
Probably going to get it, Sheriff, to be fair. UV seem very much in control in this second half.
So I take it the PSG game didn't kick off again?
No, it's not. I thought it was going to kick off.
Oh.
But I honestly can't be bothered covering the PSG game. So even if it does kick off, it will probably go off after all the other games have finished.
Yeah.
What stream was that, Kaelin? There's been multiple.
Yes, we've had multiple streams of TV getting touched. It's like,
I'm tempted to do a Stevie on Thursday and just get right hammered on everything and anything.
Right.
I think they'll play the game, but it won't be for another while yet.
Aye.
Oh, 1-0 Dynamo Kyiv against Ferencvaros.
Ooh.
So the graveyard game.
Yeah.
Both of them are on 1 point or something, aren't they?
Yeah, I think so.
So what, they've only drew against each other and lost all the other games?
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
Each to their own golden temple.
Will the game finish tonight or be replayed? I don't know.
The only thing, if it doesn't get played tonight, the only thing they could probably do is squeeze it into the 5:55 kickoff tomorrow.
Yeah.
The fact it's Tuesday rather than Wednesday, which is quite a basic point to make. Not exactly a hot take. Tuesday as well, but yeah, will probably help. So then, don't know when they're both due to play at the weekend, but shouldn't be too quick a turnaround.
Mm-hmm.
So they back out. Did they back out on the pitch, Gogsy, or hadn't they?
I don't know. I've clicked off it so I could maybe try to see another game, but no one's come out yet. They're still playing keepy uppies in the house, or sorry, in the dressing room. In the house. Shows how much I'm actually paying attention.
In the house.
They could just come out and do a penalty shootout to see who gets the 3 points. Or if all of them score all 5, then just call it a draw.
I have to concentrate on my A levels this year. Too much concentration to care for FM. Look at me going tempo. I failed all my exams and I play Football Manager all the time.
Who's the real winner?
Exactly. Fuck school, university, college, and everything else.
I'm sure there's many people have said down the years I got my education on FM or something like that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Not referring. They might have been referring to radio, of course, but
It's true.
It might be a daft question, but do you believe a Rangers fans channel could be worth it interviewing fans when we can get? I think there already was one.
There is. There's. I think that's just called Jers Fans TV.
Is that the Sci Live guy?
I'm not sure. I've not actually watched it. I've seen. I actually got asked after a game whether I want to be on it. I was like, "Dear fuck."
See in another 15 years.
Yeah.
I think, but yeah, I think it's already been done. So
I think it's Jers Fans TV.
someone asked me if I wanted to do a Motherwell fan TV. I was like, absolutely fucking not.
No.
Not today.
No. Oh, Barcelona on the attack here. Fuck off.
The referee playing through balls in that.
Step bubbles.
Anything to get it done.
It got in the way, but it went right through, and it was through 1-on-1 with the keeper, so he had to call it back for a bounce ball.
I do really feel for refs in those scenarios because just can't do anything, can you? Just got to say sorry and
my bad.
Yeah.
BM9 Gaming TV said, talking about interviewing, can you interview us, Gogs? Probably not.
Don't even know who you are.
I actually have to know you personally or know who you are if I were wanting to interview.
Or be interested enough to be interviewed.
Yeah. Keelan says Hunger Games are full time. Come on, Faz.
No.
It was nearly the Hunger Games in the PSG, the game between the players and the officials.
I know. Fan channels are like that are just memes now. For genuine insight into games, it's better to listen to podcasts. Yeah, it's fun.
And that's where I've seen most of that Gels TV stuff. It is just like memes and that, and other teams posting them.
Yeah.
It's the one, I'm sure it's the one about independence. And that's that channel.
Yeah.
I mean, look at Arsenal fan TV. That's just a meme in itself.
We literally just sit there wanting Arsenal to get beat.
They are memes.
I mean, Arsenal TV is probably the only one you could say has actually made something of it, like money-wise and career-wise. Look at Troops now. He's over at Barstool, living in America, doing like basically watch-alongs and getting paid thousands of pounds for it.
Josh Smith says, my revision is set around past the mic. I'll start when I get in and we'll finish at 7:30. Fantastic.
Stick in school, Josh. Don't listen to us.
We're bad influences.
Exactly. But, try and revolve your life around your education first and foremost, and then pass the mic, then football manager.
Yes. Yes, I was acquaintances with Louis Apare. Played football with him together at school. He was the best player I ever played alongside. I'm happy to see him doing well at Dundee United. But I wouldn't say we were like ally, but we were on good terms.
Joseph, I'll interview you.
I thought Joshua would be sick of interviews or the police interviews he's done.
Fucking hell. Oh, by the way, if you look at the group now, by the way, Juventus are actually top.
I got top my head to head.
Yeah.
That's an interesting one.
Logik, you up for that? That's what we'll do. We'll do a police interview with Joseph. We'll get the Police Scotland uniform.
Brilliant.
So where were you on the night of the Pastor Mike night out?
Aye. Do any like watch TikToks of that?
Not really.
I scroll through it when I'm bored, right? But there's this guy on it, like he imitates the pose every day. He actually dresses in the uniform and all that, and goes out and drives about, and then wonders why the police stop someone getting done for like impersonating. And all he says in it is like, "Officer, what is it? Are you obliged to do this right now?" You know, this like he's like one of the Freemasons that knows fuck all.
What is it called when you impersonate somebody? I know if when you put on an army uniform, it's called Valency or something.
Yeah, I don't actually know what it is. I'll need to look into that, but he's got it in the head, man.
Oh my god.
What radar is this, Joseph Kyle?
You're on my radar now. I'm gonna spike your drinks.
Can he be free drugs?
He's gonna put a roof on in your boxers or something. Roofing.
Why is it called roofies when you hit the floor?
Well, they're not gonna call it flories, are they?
Oh no.
I've never thought of that.
I'm pretty sure it's a reference from The Hangover.
It is.
Yeah.
Oh, Martin Braithwaite should sky it. It is. It is what it is.
Oh no, there we go. No, I do not have the Scottish Stadium Hopper thing. I don't have anywhere to put it. And also I would just say right behind me, but there's literally no enough room to swing a cat in here, so
No cyber security related. Well, that's okay.
oh right, okay. Just don't hack us. Aye, so we've got 40 people in. We're about 25 minutes away from the end of the stream. What's happening at Leipzig, James?
Pogba and Brandon Williams have just come on for Matic and Luke Shaw, respectively. But apart from that, not that much in the way of chances. Bruno Fernandes put a really good ball across the box like 5-6 minutes ago that no one could get on the end of. But
so is it just Leipzig are just set happy, just making sure to see it?
Yeah. They just had a sort of relatively threatening attack a second ago, but yeah, I think that they'll be quite happy just to sort of sit on what they've got a lot of the time, soak up, and so you've got players who they can break with, like they've brought Justin Kluivert on, Poulsen on about 5 minutes ago. But yeah, so I think they're in sort of an ideal scenario, really.
Fuck's sake, Joseph.
My God.
Wrong as the ass, looking a dick.
Gogsy and Fraz are immune from that sort of attack.
Just imagine Joseph like standing behind everybody with like a knife apart from being you, Gogsy. I'd be like, you're like, I don't stab these two. These two are my friends. Or he'll probably take you hostage, Logic, like Specky's gonna get it.
Oh no.
Stand back or the bearded guy gets it.
As long as we get it in the footage for the Pastor Mike vlog, then that's all right.
Take one for the team.
Might not be able to monetize it, but you'll get the views up.
Oh, 100%.
All publicity and all that.
Oh yeah, all publicity is good publicity.
Aye.
Are you coming up for the night out, James?
I'd definitely be interested, sort of if and when it's possible. I said, hope very much.
We'll keep you in the loop. It's obviously when restrictions ease and
very much,
stuff.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah. Hopefully we're there sooner rather than later. I've never actually been to Scotland.
Really?
Is it good?
Mate, it's fucking.
Is that some sort of sick joke?
Scotland's the best country in the world.
I just wanted to check. I was well aware.
Yeah, very good. Very good.
And on the seventh day, God created Scotland.
Indeed. Well, it's. I've not heard a more logical. I need to be careful what I say. Words spoken. Long time.
Oh,
I kept that short. Didn't say anything mildly.
spoken like a true philosopher.
Josh is telling Logic that he should get a restraining order against Joseph before the night out.
I'm starting to think that myself. Even when the restrictions are lifted, I still want a 2 metre distance between me and you, Joseph Coyle.
Out!
Carry one of those Peter Crouch cardboard cutouts around with you, like he had for his show in the summer.
2 meters, prick.
Hey, did you see the woman on? Well, I seen it on Twitter. See like the noodle floats you get for like the swimming. She had like sellotape all the into like a headband thing and was wearing it, and then she's like, "This is 2 meters. Nobody come in my radius and all this." Like, some psychopaths out there, man.
Oof.
Joseph.
I'm a chilled person in the flesh.
Well, I'll be the judge of that.
Aye.
Chilling like a villain.
Oh, my shoes went off. Was it?
Galaxy's just made a good save from Fernandez. First real save he's had to make since the Greenwood one.
Substitution.
Abraham just had a shot. He stole it off the player at the edge of the box, but keeper saved it. So still one each here at Stamford Bridge.
No, I did not defend any statues. It's not my type of gig.
It's a shame that Oliver Cromwell.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Where are you from, Oliver Cromwell? But I look at the 1400s going by your picture.
I was just going to say that.
Because he's a troll, that's what.
Oh, here we go. Oliver Cromwell, 25th of April, 1599 to 3rd of September, 1658, was an English general and a statesman who led the Parliament of England army against King Charles I during the English Civil War. All right.
Anything happened, James?
United got a free kick like 25 yards out. Williams did quite well to win it, so Rashford will be on this. Hit the bar.
Oof.
Hit the bar, and now Leipzig have got a free kick. So, but yeah, that's as close as they've come. They got about 20...
What's happening at Stamford Bridge?
Chelsea are on the attack now with Abraham down the right. A free kick. And that's about it. But it's still one each. It's Giroud and I think it's. I don't know. He's back to me. They're going to make 3 subs. There's 3 players about to come on, but 2's got their back to me, and I don't know who they are. They just get their hats and that on. So I'll update you in a minute.
Fair game, fair game. Fraz, what's happening in Barcelona?
It looks like the referees gave up a penalty, but the linesman's saying it's offside. So, Griezmann, he was in an offside position, but then he came back onside and then got fouled. And now Juve, the referees gave up a penalty.
Oofed.
But I'm not too sure.
That guy who's on a podcast with someone.
Oh, it's not a penalty. So,
yeah, I am on many.
3-0 Leipzig.
3-0.
down.
Whoa. Man United are out
Clive. Yeah, it's prospects aren't looking good for them.
It looks as if it's Kante, Giroud, and Werner coming on.
Oh, yeah.
It's definitely Giroud and Kante, but I'm not sure if it's Werner or somebody else, because 2 players have kind of got up, but it's only Werner that's stripped. So,
I've heard from sources that Olivier Giroud is shite.
Yeah, me too.
Yep.
But I've also heard from sources not to believe sources. No matter how believable they say that they are.
Pass the mic's kind of got a habit of that. There's been 3 or 4 times somebody said on the stream, "Oh, such and such is shit," and then they'll go and score like 2 or 3 goals.
It happens.
With Giroud being one, I think Stevie said about Cedric Itten for Rangers, and there was somebody else said somebody as well.
Oh,
scored.
Juve have got the ball in the back of the net.
Well, let's stand.
4-0 Juventus.
Yep, Bonucci has got the 4th there
Oh my.
from a very, very, very soft shot from the corner.
Jeez, your stream's ahead of my app, which is usually ahead of everybody's.
Well, I don't know if that's actually going to be given it. It looks like an offside position that 3 of the Juve players were in. But I just celebrated it, and there's no check any time soon.
That's mad. 4-0.
Barca just I kind of before this game tonight, they were undefeated in the group and all that, but they just haven't been the same since Bayern absolutely smash. Oh, it's going to VAR that one there, but they're doing a goal kick in the time being. Whilst Ronald Koeman and his assistant play tic-tac-toe in the technical area. Oh, I don't know what the raised arm means. Oh, he's not gave it.
Raised arm is offside.
3-0 Juventus still.
That's usually the offsides.
Yeah, and if it points to the centre spot, that's usually kick-off.
Yeah.
Goal stood, so.
There you go. There's your refereeing lecture from today.
When one of your pals' jokes gets a bit edgy and you have to review it, you do that. We need to review that part. That joke was a bit edgy.
Absolutely. Also, I think Man United are doomed now to the depths of the Europa. Ooh.
So it was only Werner and Kante that came on.
Ooh.
So.
Barcelona have a free kick.
Ooh. Kante just chipped the ball in, but Abraham couldn't get to it. Then also would have been a header into the open net.
Gianluigi Buffon. Oh, Cuadrado is lying behind the wall here. Doesn't do anything. Buffon saved it quite comfortably.
Have any seen the free kick? It was a women's team done, and as if they were arguing over who was taking it. And then one goes to walk away, and she just passes it to her quickly, and then boom, through and scores. It's quite a thingy.
A wee chance there for Stade
Very
Rennes.
savvy.
Well saved by the keeper. It's going out for a corner.
Sorry, Sheriff. Sorry.
Yeah. It makes me wonder what tipping site Sheriff has been on to say 4-0.
Oh no, fuck.
What?
It's probably Super 6 and I forgot to do it for my dad.
Oh.
Bastard.
I've not actually done that for a while, to be fair. I keep forgetting about it.
If you're watching Fader, I apologise.
Some lad on Twitter was waiting on an Arthur booking for 21,930 from a fiver on a booking bet.
Fucking faulty.
That's filth.
One of the pages I'm on, a guy won 10 grand off a booking bet and he only put like 50p or something on it.
Can't believe that shit. Yeah, Fernandez, Sabitzer, Shaw, Alba, Danilo, and Arthur.
Oh, that landing was not pretty at all.
So we've got about 12 minutes of the game all over the Europe until we.
All of the lights. It is Super 6. Me, my dad, and his girlfriend are in a league.
Oh.
Who's winning, Sheriff?
Surely Sheriff.
His girlfriend, by the sounds of it.
Sheriff's always.
Tag team, that's how many's that.
Fuck up, man. That's
Fucking hell.
bad.
Fucking
I'm
hell.
only kidding.
That's bad.
That's nasty. Doku off, Gabohu on.
This half's kind of been a reverse of the first half. It was Chelsea came out and started well in the first half, but no, it's that Crown Derby started the best, but then it's kind of evened out now.
Why?
Well intercepted. Reach it. This second half sort of died off, isn't it?
I think my dad is winning just now. I'm doing pish. Unlucky.
Ooh. And anything there. So it's a goal kick here to Sevilla. I think they're going long here.
Camper Cat Media is comparing Man United's defence to Celtic's, saying it's almost as bad.
Oh my god.
Well, in Celtic's defence, they don't have an 80 million dud at the back. They've got a 3 million dud at the back.
Aye. I would assume so for the time being. It still says the game's been interrupted.
Well, according to Twitter, from what I seen just when I was checking it there, there's no hingy starting at the night.
Aye. If they were going to start at the night, they'd have started at 9 o'clock.
Aye. And the last tweet from both clubs was a no to racism post.
Here we go. It's 3-0 to Sevilla. What a great finish that is from in. Who is it? I can't pronounce that at all. En Nasiri with his second goal of the game. A lovely finish after a lovely through ball by Oscar. Just checked Super 6 and my dad got the Millwall Watford scores bang on. Don't think he's ever watched a Champions game in his life.
Super 6 is a right bastard. Sometimes you can be like spot on, or sometimes you can be like one goal out.
I find predicting scores or results in games or leagues that you know nothing about better than ones you know. Because you go, right, well, this team, look at the history of that, well, the last couple of results of this team was blah, blah, blah. So I'll pick them on and then they go and get hammered at 3-0.
Aye.
I mean, it's like,
Stade Rennais whimpering out of the Champions League.
so Man United, by the looks of it.
Oh, hey.
Tell you what, it's 3-2 to Leipzig.
What?
Wait,
Down
what?
as 3-2.
Yeah.
It's still
I
3
might be a
0
bit behind on my streak.
What? James, what is going on here in Leipzig?
No, I've got as well. I think my streak. I tell you, what, I
It's 3-1 on 9 on my app.
I've got 3-2 on the app, so I'm looking at. So Bruno Fernandes
There you
scored a
go.
penalty
There you
80th
go.
minute.
What minute are you in now?
Aye, there it's just come up on my app there.
My God.
Yeah, no. So if Man United can bring this back and draw, they go through and PSG drop out as it stands.
Mm.
That's giving PSG the draw for the night, though.
Yes.
Obviously, if they don't get a point for that, that Man U are definitely through.
I don't need to.
Yeah, I've turned this. I've reloaded. Sort of BT, and it is 82 minutes now. So I must have just been drifting well behind. But yeah, been given to Pogba that goal. Sort of his header from what I saw of it on the replays. He sort of got up. Looked like it sort of hit him, went down, might have hit Maguire, and then hit. I don't know if it was maybe
Maguire's been gave it on Sky Bet.
and Maguire. It looked like the might is because it looked like it come off him. Then I think it might have hit. Can I say maybe? Not certain who it was. And yeah, then went in.
That's a penalty.
So,
Penalty to
back,
Rennes.
yeah.
Penalty to Rennes. Lars checking it. Yeah, that's a definite penalty. Boy's been impaled in the box.
Chelsea have ramped up the pressure there since making the subs, but that team's defending really well.
Yeah, that's a definite penalty. Here we go. Chance for a glimmer of hope for Rennes. Is that already adjusted?
Way.
I think PSG are maybe getting the points because it came up there on my screen as it stands and they've given them the draw.
Ah.
But I don't know if that's just as it stands because there's no decision been made on what's happening yet. Or if that is the decision.
It says here in flash scores that PSG, as it stands, PSG and Basaksehir both have played 5 games.
Well, it said 6 on the BT Sports one there. PSG on 10 points, Istanbul on 4, which works out right if that's them getting a draw for the 6th game, I'm sure. Because Man U, PSG, and that were all on 9 points before the start of the night.
Aye.
So, that's them been given the point on that at least.
Well, this game's kind of just fizzling out, really.
Yeah. I'm glad to have had two goals in the time I've covered the Rennes Sevilla game. Yeah. Camper Cat Media says if you're making a bet on Stoya Bucharest to win any game they play. Okay. Gotcha. One Football gave it to Pogba but changed it to Maguire. That's what Flash Scores did as well. Joe Liss said that he believes Aberdeen have the ability to finish second. They obviously get beat by Motherwell 3-0. But
I mean,
Rutter,
to be fair, everybody should be believing they've the ability to achieve better than what they're capable of.
correct. Here, Stade Rennais are going for this now. They're smelling blood.
Miss, they're good looking like they know, like, competing for Europe. No, I don't think they can get any European football, can they?
Not if Krasnodar hold on.
Right. Fair enough.
Well, man, you need to draw and they're through. Because the head-to-head with PSG, I think.
Yeah, they'll be ahead of Leipzig on head-to-head because of winning 5-0 at Old Trafford. But yeah, PSG, they beat PSG 2-1 over in France and lost 3-1 last week. So yeah,
exactly.
Putting in some effort though to even be close to pulling this back off, been 3 down.
Yeah.
Yeah, McTominay's just had a centre shot over. Still seem to have quite a bit of energy though. United, you back them to create another 1 or 2 decent openings.
Mm-hmm.
Could maybe see Chelsea nicking one here, but
It finished 1-0 in Ukraine to Dynamo Kyiv against Ferencvaros.
Whoa! So that means that they're getting the Europa League spot.
Yeah. Ferencvaros are out of Europe.
Rest in
I
pieces.
know how Ferencvaros has only got 1 point when they started so well. Well, obviously they didn't start so well because they get beat, but I mean, like, started was it the Barca game they played?
Mm-hmm.
And they were winning in that, and then just get demolished, I suppose.
Aye. Yes, we will be doing a watch along for the Scottish Cup final, but before that, we'll be doing Kilmarnock against Aberdeen, and then it'll be Celtic v Hearts soon afterwards because there's a double bill that day of Scottish football.
A double bill.
A double bill.
4 minutes added on here at the new camp.
Still only
Shite.
98 minute here at Stanford the Brig.
Demba was willing to continue the game, but some of the Istanbul players weren't, so it will most likely be played tomorrow. Okay.
I mean,
So
that's
that.
a bit shit for Man United. If they pull it back, draw, and then go into second place, but then they need to wait till tomorrow to find it. If they're through
Shite.
Right.
Absolutely shite for them. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, I think they're through. They'll be through either way they draw, I guess. But yeah, if they lose, then they'll need PSG to lose tomorrow, assuming.
Ronaldo has exited the field of play.
No, in fact, yeah. In fact, that if they. I think that's.
Nothing's going on with the PSG game. It's going to be played tomorrow, probably, if it is going to be played at all. So the PSG game is off. There we go.
Aborted.
There we go.
Abort
indeed. We're coming up to the last couple of minutes now. Games are starting to filter out.
4 minutes added on here at Stamford Bridge.
Okay, so that game must be boring.
It's pretty boring.
At least James has got 5 goals in this game.
No.
Yeah, I've got lucky.
Yeah. It's finished here. Stade Rennes 1, Sevilla 3. So, yeah. What's happening at Barcelona then, Fraz?
Absolutely nothing, mate. Absolutely nothing. Ronaldo's getting his chase on. That's about it. Last minute of additional time. Looks like he's going to get a hug from Andrea Pirlo there. I'd love to see it. But other than that, nothing. Messi's not even been at the races tonight. A shadow compared to the quality of Ronaldo.
Yeah.
30 seconds left. All right, Joseph, bye. See you. Okay. See you tomorrow. Bye.
Talk about leaving before full time.
I know.
It's like the equivalent of like leaving at like the 88th minute or something.
It's not like he's got something to do. Need to get back to the bedroom.
Bye.
Bye.
I need to work on my concoction that I'm going to spike Logic with.
He's got a 10 p.m. curfew.
before his internet cuts off. Joseph, get off that bastard internet. That's full time here at the Nou Camp, lads. It's finished. FC Barcelona 0.
Even the linesman was yawning there.
I'd agree with that. Camper Cat Media. It's been shite.
Cumin will be sacked just a matter of time. At least gone through the Champions League at least.
It's been shite in the league, but it's not exactly.
Yeah, see you. Nearly full time, James, in your game?
Yes, very, very nearly. Yeah, Pogba put in an excellent cross for United. Glaxy made a super save from I think it was Mukiel who stretched for it, and yeah, had not got away, would have been an own goal. But yeah, they're edging towards full time. I think it is full time. It's on stream. Yeah. So United are
Full time here at Stamford Bridge.
Yeah. Okay, so the full time scores were as follows: Leipzig 3, Man United 2, PSG against Istanbul Basaksehir, that got interrupted. Barcelona 0, Juventus 3, Dynamo Kyiv 1, Ferencvaros 0, Chelsea 1, Krasnodar 1, Rennes 1, Sevilla 3. And of course, if you want to follow us on socials, follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Pass the Mic Live. There you go, Faz. Hey. And of course, we've got a YouTube channel where we post the highlights, just called Pass the Mic. But yeah, guys, thank you very much to Frazqwandro, James, and Logik for coming on tonight. And thank you guys for watching at home. Leipzig are definitely through. PSG just need to win or need a draw against Istanbul Basaksehir, and then they are through as well. And yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow for the stream in the Champions League. Take care.
Drive safe.
Drive safe.